Today, from Dublin, Ireland, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Dublin Antlers versus Lamar Jackson and the London Bulldogs.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Bulldogs and the Dublin Antlers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And, partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked. Ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 90 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First carry now for McFadden. Room here to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 1-yard line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. All
right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They come up short here on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 14 carries, 72 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Bulldogs.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Lamar Jackson sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Holding defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. And now they'll throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bulldogs 7, Antlers 0.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A toss left, Henry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Jackson. And fights him off. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Intended for number 15, incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
At their own
Dublin's offense now set to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. This one caught by Ridley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Bunker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
London about set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
A loss of 11 yards. And
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Jacobs now. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away at 2nd down. To throw again, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Antlers 10, Bulldogs 7.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jarvis Landry and company heading back onto the field now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
1st down, London.
To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught at the 8.
Jackson.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And offensively they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 36-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. And he almost intercepted it.
Jackson.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
And he fends him off. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Dances by him. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
It's not deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Allen. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Allen. A short throw caught by Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Henry. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll run it again with Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
1st and 10.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect, able to get away. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The previous play is under review.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
Bulldogs 10. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Jackson. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and
throwing again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
A gain of 9 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
And a London 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down is Allen. That one is slant to McLaurin. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Now it's Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
On first down, Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen, and it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
On for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive goes 8 plays.
The score, Antlers 24, Bulldogs 17. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Jackson. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Again, Jackson.
And 5.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Jackson.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 1st down and much more for Henry. And all the way down to the 5. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Running from the gun with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the home team here, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.